All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy AizenDBL back with another Dragon Ball Legends video. And today we have the first Ultra Plat coming in with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Let's start the video off, take a look at what it does. All right, guys, first slot, we're looking at 20% health, 50% to both offenses base, 50% to both defenses base, and 50% to key recovery. Pretty solid overall stat bonus, basically a Zenkai buff plus. Then, the second unique ability, we're looking at falling effects occur when he's under 50% health after being hit by an enemy's arts attack, activating twice. Is 50% or below after being hit. Yep. Twice activating. Restores 40% of his health, so he gets basically full health twice. Nullifies his unfavorable elements for 30 counts, which is insane, by the way. Seals all enemy main abilities for 10 counts. Pretty useful, pretty useful. He does that twice. Then the big kahuna, the slot 3, applies the falling effects to self when he enters the battlefield, gets cover change null for 30 counts, activating twice. That is absolutely insane, guys, because before this guy did not have this, and he has very long combos, and those combos are now just uncover changeable, and that is an insane thing. But on top of that, his unique gauge got a 50% rate up, which is going to be bonkers because his unique gauge fills up super, super fast. So now that he's getting the extra 50% right there, he's just going to be spamming, because every time he pops his gauge, he gets a green card. He's just going to be spamming that stuff, man. It's going to be absolutely insane. And then at 7 stars, if you do have him 7 stars, which means you basically either pull 2 copies or use Ultra Z power, he'll get an additional 70% damage inflicted, which is a ginormous amount. And every time he lands a strike or blast card, when he comes in, he'll get 2 more cards. And whenever you have 3 or less cards, that's when he'll do that. And then he gets a pseudo lock-in on all enemies for 2 counts when he lands a card now. And that resets every single time that he comes in. And the restriction is just to use him by himself. And that's pretty much it. The only thing that you get from having him 7 stars is this extra little part here, which is pretty good, but it's not necessarily needed, but it would be nice to have it. But the main good stuff is honestly on the rest of this equip, especially that middle slot. That middle slot is the top 2 parts of this equip. The cover change null is the other top 1, but this is an absolutely insane equip. You'll get this from just doing missions, and man, this guy is gonna be insane. I hope to see you guys later tonight for the showcase. That's gonna be really fun to use. Other than that, a couple other equips that have released. We have this new Awakened Plat right here. Special move damage, health restore, strike attack, pure, and for every Shadow Dragon, you get an additional pure as well as HP. Absolutely insane Awakened equip for Omega Shenron if you're gonna be running in with more than 1 Shadow Dragon. If you have at least 2 Shadow Dragons, this equip is going to be optimal for your Omega Shenron or any other Shenron for that matter. Other than that equip, we also have a new Awakened new unique right here. This one gives you health restore, double 20% defense and double 15% pure defense if you have a Hybrid Saiyan and Saiyan battle member. The conditions on this is that you have to be Super Saiyan or Sagas from the movies to use it. Pretty solid defensive equip that you could slap on any unit that is defensive in those 2 tags. Maybe this is meant for the new Goten that we're going to be going over with in a little bit. But that's pretty much it for equips. I don't believe that there is another one. I don't think Goten ended up getting his own plat equip or like a character specific equip that gives him a bunch of stats, because we already have the Majin Buu Saga equip that exists for him. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the new free-to-play Goten. He should be right here, or not. Let's go ahead and change our date and time. Maybe he'll show up if we do that. Let's go to August 2nd. And let's go ahead and go back in here. There he is. He is purple. So Goten's color is purple. He is a defense type, not a support type. Okay. His defense stats are pretty good. His offense stats are absolutely horrible. All right. He's on a bunch of different tags. Baton Pass, interesting. Pretty standard stuff on his stuff here. His blue card, he does not have blast armor, by the way, on his strike. His blue card has massive impact damage, 30% to special move, and on hit, reduces enemy ki by 100, cancels all their attribute upgrades and buff effects. That's actually a pretty good blue card. That's a pretty solid blue card effect right there. His green card, also his blue card is a ranged blue card. His green card randomly draws 1 new card, restores his own health by 10%, and gives him 50 ki infinitely. Pretty good, pretty good. 20% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, and randomly destroys 1 enemy card, inflicting all enemies with attribute downgrade, plus 5 to strike, blast, and special move arts for 10 timer counts. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Nothing insane on the green card. Main ability gives him a blue card, pretty nice. 100% to the next blue card damage inflicted, also pretty good. 20% health, 50 ki, and cancels own attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions while reducing enemy ki by 50. Pretty solid. I'm assuming double defense, strike attack, and blast defense. A very good Z ability. So he is favored to strike attack teams. That's very good for him. Him being purple is obviously not good because he's going to be clashing with Ultimate Gohan and also clash with Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But you could always just run a double purple setup. That's always an option. When battle starts, he gets 80% damage, 70% cut, 60% Ki recovery. Gradually restores his own health. Each timer count cannot be canceled. Insane. I think that's the first unit ever to just constantly be restoring his health. When he comes into the battlefield, he gets 40% damage inflicted twice, gets card draw speed, minus 15% to the enemy arts powers. All pretty good stuff right there. 20% to the allies damage inflicted when he switched to standby. That's also really good. If their character Goku or character Gohan, then they get an additional 20% damage and restore health by 10%. That's an absolutely phenomenal support right there. Very phenomenal support right there, giving health and 40% damage. On cover change, he also reduces enemy ki by 20. A lot of ki reduction in this guy's kit. And the arts card draw speed from earlier. And also the plus 10 to arts card cost. Every time that he's hit with an enemy arts attack while he's on the battlefield, he restores his own health by 10% and reduces enemy ki by 20. They reset after switch. So when he comes in on that first one, he's reducing your ki by 40. Very good right there. And the following effects occur when the enemy activates ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising rush while he's on the battlefield twice. Nullifies own unfavorable elements for damage sustained, inflicts them with minus 50% to ultimate and awakened arts power, cancels their buff effects. Very good ability right there. And if there's a character Goku or Gohan battle member in the party, then he also gets an additional 50% damage inflicted and minus 5 to arts card cost. He's actually a very solid defensive unit. You should be able to get some good value out of this guy. The main concern with him is just going to be what teams are you going to run him with. But you should be able to do some pretty good stuff with this Goten. Other than that, we're going to head over to Twitter here. And then we're going to take a look at Hydros' page. He has some more info for us. Shout out to Hydros. Let's go ahead and set our date and time back to normal. That way we can go ahead and refresh and we'll be able to see the tweets. There we go. This is a new PvP message. There's obviously the Ultra Plat equip. There's the new equip that we also went over. There is going to be a new login bonus for the summer events. And these are all the summer events that have been data mined so far. So this is just a standard banner image. This is Goten's event. There is the summer bags. If you guys are light spenders, these summer bags are an absolute must buy. If you guys do like to spend a little bit on the game, these summer bags are very high value. And other than that, that looks like pretty much it for the events. Nothing too crazy this week. With that being said, this is your boy AizenDBL signing out.